minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Ed Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart, hell not him.
You are all my children now.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you God damn you.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and tonight we're doing paranormal tonight. We are doing paranormal tonight, and if you saw the thumbnail, we are doing dolls. We're doing dolls. You know how I feel about dolls. So this is, let me be honest with you guys. Let me be 100% honest with you. This freaks me out. All right. Whenever we talk about dolls, whenever we look at dolls, all the shit that's attached to them. Sorry for saying shit so early in the stream. YouTube, I apologize. But anyway, all the stuff attached to the haunted dolls and mythologies and all of that stuff. Yeah, it kind of freaks me out. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Looking for the videos for these, I have two tonight. I have two videos. One of them is called the Top 20 Terrifying Real Life Haunted Dolls, where it goes through and it shows, all these real life haunted dolls. Well, supposed real life haunted dolls. And then the other one, the one we're going to start with tonight, it's Top 15 Haunted Dolls Caught Moving on Camera, right? So these are both YouTube videos. And once, the video's over, I'll put the links in the description for people who are watching now, people who are watching on rewatch. They can go and check those out. So Yeah, we are going to start with the top 15 haunted dolls caught moving on camera. This video is probably going to irk me out the most, to be honest, because you're physically seeing it and you're seeing it move and whatever. I didn't even skim through the video. I do see that it's sectioned off at the bottom, and it does look like there's 15 parts here. So they all don't look too long. In total, the video is about 26 minutes. And when you're going through 15 of them, it looks like it's spending, roughly about a minute and some change on each one. So depending on the doll, whatever it is, this can go either way. Like I said, I don't watch these videos ahead of time. They could be horrible, or I could literally be sitting here, scared to death and not being able to sleep tonight. Either way, let me say what's up to the people I have chatting in the chat for tonight. So far, I see that Jerry Wilson is in the chat saying hello, Michael, Movies and Beyond family. Hope all is well. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about, Jerry. Let's get it, my friend. Haunted dolls. Probably gonna keep saying that. This scares the shit out of me. I can't believe I'm doing this. Jerry's also saying, please destroy that like button. Yes, don't just hit it. Destroy it. Break that like button. And leave a comment after this amazing stream. Yes, thank you for that. Thank you for the words, Jerry. And thank you for reminding me to do that. Yes, leaving a comment after the stream helps out the channel, helps out the algorithm of the video. That way YouTube sees the interaction and it shows it to more people. The way that the YouTube algorithm works, nobody really fully understands it, but like one or two people. But the more traffic a video gets, the more people YouTube pushes that video out to. And, ultimately, we just want to make the family bigger, right? And Jerry's also dropping the link for the merch shop. Yes, if you haven't gotten any Movies and Beyond merch yet, you can do so right there. Jerry has dropped the link. You want to get a Movies and Beyond sweatshirt, hat, t-shirt, and a million other things. There's some cool coffee cups in there, a bunch of other stuff. I am getting a Movies and Beyond hat myself. I need a Movies and Beyond hat. It's coming. Melissa the Wild Card is in the chat as well. Excuse me. And she's saying, love it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Melissa. I know you like the dolls. More power to you with that. More power to you. I myself am not a fan, but I hope you're having a great day. I hope that you are having a great day. James, the shape has entered the chat. James is here and he's saying creepy dolls. This should be a good one. Yeah, I mean, in theory, it has all the makings of being a good one. It also has all the makings of me freaking out live on YouTube. So there's that. There's always that to look forward to. Watching Michael lose his shit in front of all of you. Fantastic. I'll have to live with that. But it's fine, right? That's what I always say. It's fine. Everything will be okay. And we'll all just, it'll be great. It will be great. Russell Dorsey is in the chat as well saying, what's up, everyone? I smash that like button. Hope everyone is having a wonderful night. Let's smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's get this party started. Thug life. Let's have some fun. That's what I'm talking about, Russell. That is what I'm talking about. Let me say this. Excuse me. I don't know what I got going on with my voice tonight. Let me just say this. We're going to have fun regardless hanging out. I just don't know how fun the content's going to be for me. Like, you guys will probably love it. You guys will eat it up. For me, on the other hand, this will probably be a one-time watch. Like, I'm not digging dolls. I'm telling you guys, they scare the hell out of me. They literally scare the hell out of me. And yeah, Russell, I see what you're saying here. Yeah, them dolls could stay out of my house. No way. Yes, me too. Yes, I do not want a doll. You will never see an Annabelle doll or anything like that behind me. The closest thing I do is a NECA Jason figure or a NECA Michael figure. That's the closest I'm coming, because yeah, no, not at all. Not one bit, my friends. Not one bit. Top 15 haunted dolls. Let's see if they have a description for this before I get into it. I always like to read the descriptions for the people that put that up. Here we go. From the Puppet Master to Child's Play to the more recently popular Annabelle, dolls have made quite a creepy name for themselves. In fact, it has come to a point where we really don't need any scary stories or videos to make dolls frightening. Many people can simply walk into a room with a doll and suddenly feel uneasy. Isn't that the truth? Like, that's 100% legit what they're saying here. Just in case you didn't already fear dolls enough, here's 15 haunted dolls caught on tape. See, I like the way they did that. I like the way that they put that in there. They have a list of the dolls here too. I'm not going to read those because I do like to I do like to go through these and be surprised by each one. So I'm not going to read that either. Let me actually go ahead and minimize this. Like I said, I will put all of these in the description. Well, at least the link in the description for you guys to check out at your leisure after the stream. And then make sure that when we do these videos like this, and then, you know, we react to them and, you know, we talk about them, that we are going over, excuse me, we are going over to the people that put these out and giving them a like and a comment saying, hey, great shit. You know what I mean? Like we checked this out. It was great shit. I try to do that. I automatically always hit the like button when I get to these, and then I go back later and leave a comment. So Jerry is saying, Michael, he's saying, Michael, I'm hoping we do the Warrens Annabelle. Yeah. Oh, it's Scarefest. Yeah. The mere fact that that's going to be there. I'm going to try to film that experience. I'm going to try to film it. But I don't know what the rules are going to be like there with cameras and stuff like that. So we'll have to see. I even applied at Scarefest this year. I may have been late with it because I haven't heard back yet. I'll have to check with them. But I did apply for a media pass for Scarefest. It is my first application turning it in at Scarefest. So who knows if I'm going to get it or not. If I do, then hopefully I'll get some exclusive stuff. If I don't, you know, I'm still going to film down there anyway. I'm still going to film some stuff for you guys. So it's all good either way. But yes, Jerry, definitely want to go check out the Warrens collection. Yeah, man. You want to go with me? Hell yeah, dude. We can definitely do that. But hopefully, you know, they'll let me bring some camera stuff in there. If not, a personal experience, come back here and talk about it, right? That would be the best I could do. But we'll try. We will definitely try. James is saying I would like to have that slappy puppet Matt had at the shop. He doesn't scare me. Well, man, that's how it goes for me. Like it's a puppet to me as a doll. You know what I mean? It's just its mouth moves. I don't need that in my life. Not a huge fan of that for sure. But yeah. Russell said we need Wrong Turn dolls. That would be amazing. Or at least NECA should do like the Wrong Turn people for like the ultimate figures. I think that would be awesome. Jerry agreeing with that. Melissa saying she wants a Megan. Yeah, I mean, it's a doll. I can't do it. I can't. Russell says hopefully Annabelle is still in her case. Yeah, Annabelle will be in her case. You know what I mean? Like Annabelle is not coming out of the case. I guarantee the case will be there and everything. And I don't know shit about it, but I know pretty much that they're definitely going to do that for sure. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get this party started, right? We came here to see some creepy ass dolls. Let's watch some creepy ass dolls. Let me go ahead and bring this over. The first image is Chucky. Like that's freaking awesome. 15. Oh, which one is this? Okay, 15. Let me bring it over. All right, let me know on sound. And here we go.
Child's play to the more recently popular Annabelle. Dolls have made quite a creepy name for themselves. In fact, it has come to the point where we really don't need any scary stories or videos to make dolls frightening. Many people can simply walk into a room with a doll and suddenly feel uneasy. Just in case you didn't already fear dolls enough though, here are 15 haunted dolls caught on tape. Number 15, the Angry Doll. This video has been on YouTube since as early as 2009 and has been shared and talked about countless times. It's just such a convincing and scary video that no doll list would be complete without it. This young girl is holding a large doll which appears to be a quinceañera doll, which is a doll given to girls at their 15th birthday celebration. The dolls are dressed to look similar to the teenager receiving them and are meant to symbolize the final toy the teenage girl will receive before becoming a woman. The doll is wearing a very extravagant dress as well as a tiara. The girl holding the doll is speaking Spanish, but she seems to be saying something about the doll being ugly. The doll quickly moves its head towards the girl and the person holding the camera alerts her. Once the young girl notices that the doll's head has moved, she throws the doll down and screams.
I'm good. Nope.
Unlike in some other videos, the girl doesn't laugh at all, and there isn't even a clear smile on her face. Real or not, something clearly happened here that genuinely terrified her. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person. So if you're generous enough to like this video, then thank you because it really helps us out. Number 14, Possessed Barbie.
Before we get into Possessed Barbie, all right? Like that's no. Like we'll deal with that when we get to that. The doll looking over at her like that. Like no. Like I don't care. I don't, you know what? Her reaction, I can't do it. I can't. Let's go on to the next
When
one.
you think of haunted dolls, you probably picture a cracked porcelain doll with dead eyes, or a rotting away baby doll with an eerie laugh. Like some of the previous entries in this list, it's hard to take the beloved and beautiful Barbie and see it as creepy. This video will make you think twice about that mentality. Really, any object can be haunted by a strong enough spirit or entity, so leaving Barbie out is just wrong. This little girl is having a great time playing with her two dolls, talking in different voices for each of them. A male voice calls from another room and the child responds. As she turns back to her Barbie, not a second passes before the doll sharply turns its head towards the child. The little girl immediately throws the dolls down, screams, and nearly falls backwards.
Sora, vem comer!
The video ends there, and there's no information on what became of this haunted doll or child. Number 13, Composition Doll. A composition.
No.
Sora, vem comer!
The video.
James is saying he's not as scary as the devil doll. Now that one is creepy. I can't mess with devil dolls either. Russell was saying that they got Megan. It's Spencer's. All right. Melissa says, what, Michael? You've never watched Puppet Master? I've seen Puppet Master. It's been a while, but I've definitely seen Puppet Master. Russell said that he likes Puppet Master. Melissa said, I watched a horror short named Barbie. She was in a box and a lady came back and she was gone. All right. I haven't seen that one. Let me make this a little bigger so I can read these comments a little better. About the first one, James said, that's fake. That's a puppet. To each their own, man. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible, but I don't know. Russell's liking the idea of a possessed Barbie, or at least laughing at it for sure. Melissa said, I had tons of porcelain dolls when I was younger. See, I can't do that. I can't. Talk to the mic is in the chat. What's up, dude? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Saying, hey, everyone, late, but here for a little bit. Hey, hell yeah, man. Good to see you, brother. Always good to see you, my man. Always good to see you. Talk to the mic said, can easily be made with a fish line and pulling it. Yeah, but I feel like if you did it that way, the top end of the doll is going to move too. So I don't know. You could be right. You know, we're all open to our opinions here. But I mean, that was a quick look, and you can't control how far it goes when you pull it that way. I don't know, man. That's tough. That is definitely tough. Can we mail you a Barbie? No. If you're talking to me, no, I don't want that. No, I don't want a Barbie. James is saying that Barbie would be grilled for sure. Like, so I love how whenever we talk about these things, like the immediate reaction is to burn it. That'll save us. Talk to the mic says loosen the head. Yeah, but I feel like I see it was perfect though, man. Where it stopped and everything was perfect. So I don't know, man. I'm not saying it's not possible for sure. Russell said, has anyone seen Dolly Dearest? I have not. I don't think so. I don't think I have, at least. But we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one.
Ends there, and there's no information on what became of this haunted doll or child. Number 13, Composition Doll. A composition doll is a baby doll made with the old technique of using sawdust, glue, cornstarch, resin, and wood flour. They were popular during the 19th century, but production ceased when plastic became the popular material for toys and dolls. Therefore, it's clear that the composition doll featured in this video is at least 70 years old, and possibly even older. According to the description for this April 2016 upload, the owners purchased the doll at a flea market and were given little information about the antique. The doll allegedly did not begin to move until the couple placed it on their chaise. In addition, the owners did not believe in ghosts, so they are astonished by this evidence. With how old and damaged this doll is, the slow and convincing movement is truly horrific. Number 12, old doll.
All right.
This short and simple.
That one right there, if you wanted to tell me fishing line on that one, I could buy it. Like, I could definitely buy that because it didn't move that much. But, you know, like, it would really depend. Like, I would want to see the doll to see how well you can, like, move the arms and shit. I don't know. It's freaking tough. It is freaking tough. Jerry said, nope. 2 nopes. Threw 2 nopes in there. Russell said, I might have seen Mommy Dearest. It's been a while. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that either. Melissa said, where's Val been? Hope she's okay. I hope she's okay too. All right, let's go ahead and move on.
Number 12, old doll. This short and simple video shows something quite unsettling. The owner of the doll decided to leave a camera rolling on 2 separate occasions when they left the house. While they were gone over several hours, the doll moved its hands constantly. While the movements are slight, they are very visible and very disturbing once the footage is sped up slightly. The broken and old appearance of the doll only adds to the creepy aura. Apparently, this doll is over 100 years old, meaning that it's had quite a long life, and likely countless owners or spirits that could likely be haunting and manipulating it. Number 11, a new gift.
I don't know. What do you guys think about that one? The old doll here. What are you guys thinking about that? James said that looked like it was rigged up by thin fishing line. Yeah, the last one. It's possible. It is possible. See Val from Val's Views in the chat. The General is in the chat. The General always gets a salute from Movies and Beyond. What's up, Val? What is going on? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Let's see. James says camera tricks. Possibly. Talk to the mic says that I can make myself. True. But again, you know, we've said just because we can replicate it doesn't mean that's what happened. That's what I tell myself anyway.
Number 11, a new gift. Some children often believe their toys to be alive or have feelings. In fact, it's quite common for kids to believe that their toys get jealous of one another. If you believe in these haunted dolls, this video could be proof that toys really do become envious of other playthings. This video was uploaded sometime in 2009 and features a mother recording her daughter receiving a new toy. Before the video begins, a short explanation reads that the mother didn't notice anything at the time, but upon reviewing the clip later, she noticed a candle rolling on the desk behind her daughter. She apparently showed the clip to her son, who pointed out that the doll moved its right hand. The little girl is excited about her toy and tells her mom she wants to name him Lovable. The mother questions this name choice, and at that exact moment, the doll's hand moves slightly but clearly. The candle, in response, rolls away from the doll despite the doll having not made contact with the candle at all.
What's his name? Lovable. Sure his name isn't like Fred or Henry? Oh, it's so cute.
For the remainder of this short video, the doll doesn't move an inch. And since this video has been re-uploaded to several channels, it isn't known if there was ever an update. Number 10, the doll on the shelf. This video.
So that last one, I don't know if it was. I don't know. Like I wasn't really getting a eerie vibe from that one. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. I don't know about that one for sure. Let's see what Russell says. Just like WWE wrestling, you say their name and they appear. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Val saying hello to everyone. Hello, my friend. Russell said lovable. Yeah, I got you. I got you.
8. Number 10, the doll on the shelf. This video was posted in October 2011 and starts out innocently. 3 children are sitting around a table while playing around. A young girl begins to time herself while she stacks cups in a quick-paced game. The other 2 children stand by and watch. In the excitement of the energetic game, no one seems to notice the little doll on the shelf behind them. The doll was laying down when the video began, but as soon as the young girl begins to stack cups, the doll slowly rises to a seated position, similar to the way you would imagine a corpse rising from its coffin.
Or like
once in its new position, the doll doesn't seem to move again and peers motionless over the room.
I remember this. Yeah.
The description for this upload explains that whoever recorded the video did not notice the doll while filming, but saw it later when reviewing the clip. The uploader also states, I am very worried and cannot figure out how this happened. If you have any suggestions on what to do, please message me. I've put the doll away in an old barn I have. There are no updates or even related videos on this channel, and the problem likely resolved itself, or the original uploader decided to keep any haunting information off the internet. Number 9, Sherry's collection.
So that's another thing. When you see the videos that have like nothing else that's paranormal and you get something that's paranormal on them, I know we've talked about this, when we watch paranormal videos, I feel like those tend to be more believable than, a page that's dedicated, completely to paranormal stuff. It just does for me. Like that's kind of how I feel about that. James said nothing unusual about that one. I got you. Melissa said huggable. Yes. Oh, God, I don't know how you do that with that. Russell said you can hug the lovable doll, Melissa. No. I'm not doing it either. And Melissa's again not scared of dolls. Talk to the mic said they glue the doll's feet and put the head with a wire to the ceiling. Man, that's that. If you're gonna go through all that for a doll to, I don't know, man. Yeah, like I said, the possibilities there that people do it. But like I've seen things in my life too, to where I know it can be replicated. But I guarantee that there was nobody else in that room. So you got to go with that logic as well too. James said a thin black line could have been used to move it with. I got you. Could be, maybe. Melissa says got to be a woman thing. We don't scare from doll. I don't know. Any other women in the chat that want to chime in on that one?
Number 9, Sherry's collection.
Check out number 9.
Despite so many people having such a grave fear of dolls, there are a few rare people in the world who love the lifelike toys. This video allegedly shows the collection of Sherry Schoon, a doll collector, recording a short video to show off her impressive and slightly unsettling assortment of dolls. The dolls range from baby dolls to porcelain dolls,
for me right
with
there.
A sprinkle of purposely creepy dolls. There has to be at least 100 dolls visible in this video, as childlike creepy music plays in the background, while Sherry showcases several dolls standing on one side of the room. The camera pans over a short baby doll in a red and black dress. Though it happens quickly, the doll's right arm clearly switches from an outreach position to a downward point.
Not going in there. That could have just fell though, right? Like arms. If you have an action figure and you wear it out, that's what I'm going to tell
Sherry
myself.
doesn't seem to notice this as she goes about showing off her dolls,
that's what I'm
although she must have noticed later, as it is pointed out in the title and description of the video. Again, while most of us would have set fire to the doll and ran for the hills, Sherry doesn't seem to have an issue with it. In fact, in accordance to some of her other uploads, she seems to have a particular interest in creepy or haunted dolls. Nothing wrong with having a unique hobby, but most of us can agree we aren't brave enough to fill our homes with haunted dolls. Number 8, Spunk Flunk.
Curious to the name on why they called it that. Let's see. Talk to the mic is even saying, nope. No, look, man, that whole house was nightmare fuel to me. I'm not going in there. Like, if I were to walk in there and see that, I would just about face and, walk the other way. Like, there's no way I'm doing that. Not at all. Val says, no. By the way, did I say hell no? Well, yeah, Val's not feeling the love on the women and dolls. I see that. Talk to the mic is saying, not a fan of dolls personally. Me neither, buddy. Me neither. Russell said, did they say Jerry? I don't know. Did I miss it? Did they say Jerry? Did I miss it? I'm not sure. James is saying, reminds me of my cousin's house. She has a ton of creepy dolls in her house. Yeah, dude. More power to you. Talk to the mic is saying spunk flunk. Yeah, dude, that's what they said at the beginning of the video. They said, yeah, we're gonna find out because I'm gonna rewind it to make sure I heard that correctly. Let's see what they got.
Number 8, Spunk Flunk. In August 2015, vlog YouTuber Spunk Flunk was challenged by a viewer to purchase a haunted doll on eBay and keep it for as long as he could, as well as feature it in some upcoming videos. Spunk agreed to the challenge and purchased the doll. They took several photos and videos of the doll over the next couple of months, but nothing interesting seemed to happen until October 2015. Spunk was posting a quick vlog asking viewers to follow him on Google+. He had the doll in the background and in shot as part of the challenge. As he talks about needing help from viewers, at about the 29-second mark, the doll's right hand moves slightly. Spunk claims he didn't even notice this until a viewer pointed it out in the comments.
Click add to circles and then just click following. That'd be awesome. It'll only take like a few seconds and that'll get me to 1,000 followers probably within like 5 to 6 days. And then I'll finally have a little click add to circles and then just click following. That'd be awesome. It'll only take like a few seconds and that'll get me to 1,000 followers probably within like 5 to 6 days. And then
after this video, Spunk began experiencing more and more strange events. The doll would move from the spots it was left. Other objects would be moved allegedly by the doll. He caught an EVP from the doll, and in one video, he seems to be possessed while holding the doll. During the EVP session, the app he uses works as a gateway to apparently allow the doll to communicate. Spunk asks if she's a ghost, and she says, "Not a ghost." At one point, in an agonizing voice, even begs, "Free me."
This is kind of cool.
Well, over a year later, after countless menacing events related to the doll, Spunk decided he didn't need the negative energy anymore. He sells the doll on eBay, but does one more EVP session in the car before shipping it off. Although it's unclear what the EVP app says, it sounds like sell and goodbye. Number 7, the Nutcracker. The Nutcracker dolls were first...
They didn't play the... Oh, that's... I don't know. First of all, I do want to say this. You will never catch me looking up haunted dolls on eBay with thoughts of possibly purchasing or even looking at. Like, the mere fact that you can buy this on... why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And if any of you guys would do it, film it. I want to see it. But that's the only reason. I don't want to see it up close, but if you show me a video, I might kind of watch it. Talk to the mic and say, I wonder why he's called that. Man, people on the internet, anything for attention. I guess that's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. Melissa says, I dig. I find doll heads and teacups, etc. from the 1800s. All right. Russell says, not following a doll. Yeah, you ain't lying. I'm not either. Russell's also saying that doll reminds me of Charlotte horror movie. Okay. I don't think I've seen that. Melissa said, oh my God, I want that doll. She's beautiful. It's probably for sale on eBay, if I had to guess. Russell says nutcrackers are creepy. Yeah, that dolls, man. Like they fall into that category for me too. I'm telling you. Melissa said my friend is terrified of gnomes. She swears they come to life. No, guard like gnomes. I don't know. It's those really don't. I really tend to not think of anything when I see gnomes. James said she's beautiful. The pretty ones will kill you. I got you. Melissa said, so I used to put on a tray at my old job so she'd have to pick up the cup under it. We died laughing. She makes someone take it off and wouldn't touch it. I get it. I definitely get it. That's hilarious. You guys are mean. That's mean. Oh, all right. All right, let's see what the next one is. What do we got here?
Number 7, the Nutcracker.
Oh, Nutcracker.
The Nutcracker dolls were first made in 17th century Germany, where they were modeled after soldiers. As the years went on, the design changed, as did the attire of most soldiers. The wooden dolls are said to be good luck totems, and their teeth allegedly keep away bad spirits. However, in this case, we aren't so sure if that defense is working, as an evil spirit could possibly be attached to this Nutcracker. This video of a traditional Nutcracker has over 100,000 views, and it isn't because it's adorable. The original uploader claimed that this doll was in their family for over 400 years, and it was always rumored to be haunted. As more of a joke than investigation, the current owner decided to record the doll when no one was around. In this minute-long video, the figure closes its mouth, shakes back and forth, and even completely turns around. While this toy is moving, a dog seems unsettled by the actions of the doll. The interesting fact here is that it's a common belief that animals can see spirits in realms that humans cannot.
I agree.
Using this presumption, we can infer that the small dog is seeing the spirit manipulating the figurine. This clip has been sped up slightly to make the movements more visible. Number 6, Kablam.
That's it. That's
Here we see another.
I mean, I appreciate the pace you got going here, buddy. But yeah, the mouth I feel like might just happen on its own. The rest of the stuff I got nothing for. I don't, especially with the dog sitting there staring right at it. I feel like if there was a cord or something, the dog would be looking at the person pulling it, and not the actual doll moving itself. That's how I feel about it. I don't like that one. I don't like that at all. Let's see what we got. Underpants gnomes from South Park are bad. Yeah, they are. They are. Paula's in the chat saying, sorry I'm late. What's up, Paula? Hope you're having a great day. All good. All good. Russell said that Nutcracker can go outside. You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying. The popular thing to do, with our group here is to burn it. So we could do that outside. James is saying, how many dolls do you have, Melissa? I can tell you love all kinds of dolls. That's an interesting question. Russell said nothing happened. What the fuck? What the fuck? Melissa said, James, I now only one. I need more. Sold them in my movies years ago at the sale when we needed money. I got you. But she said she had over 50. That's crazy. That is crazy. Paula says the Nutcracker should join the ballet. It could, yeah. James is saying it could have been a tremor making that Nutcracker move. That'd be a hell of a tremor, man. I feel like the other stuff would be shaking too, like the thing underneath it, the little nightstand there. I feel like if there was a tremor, that would be moving as well. But let's go ahead and move on. Let's see what we got here.
Number 6, Kablam. Here we see another lover of dolls, specifically haunted or creepy dolls. Kablam is a vlog-style YouTuber that collects dolls, most of which are allegedly haunted. In several videos, Kablam introduces to us these haunted dolls and tells us a bit about them. In one of these videos, uploaded in August 2015, she introduces us to 2 of her dolls. Meanwhile, a blonde doll in the background can be seen moving slightly throughout the video. At first, it seems like the doll is just slowly moving or slumping over due to gravity. When paying close attention, however, the doll doesn't just slowly fall forward, it moves back and forth in position.
Dolls, if not a bunch of them, have some sort of an energy to them. And that it's not the best kind of energy that, you know, is a good thing to have around. And that just kind of makes me a little bit weary.
Furthermore, Kablam addresses this movement in another video. She explains that she notices the doll's movements in the previous vlog, so she sets up her camera to see if she can catch the doll moving without anyone in the room. During this short clip, the doll does visibly move. It seems to bend at the waist and stays in that position for the remainder of the clip. Kablam updated that she later rehomed all of the dolls to viewers that were interested because she couldn't handle the negative energy she believed they carried with them. Number 5, facial changes.
So she literally moved all the dolls out of her house. Like, I would probably do the same thing. Literally. Well, first of all, I wouldn't have the dolls begin with, right? So if we're going to talk about what Michael would do, Michael would never be in this situation because I wouldn't own the dolls. But say that I did, yes, I would definitely get rid of them as well. Talk to the mic is saying all this is giving me ideas for a doll fan film. All right, man. And Russell saying keep us updated, Mike. Russell says smart choice, moving them all out. I agree. I didn't like that one either. I don't know. It's like I get feelings about certain ones where other ones I don't, and that's where I tend to go with my gut on whether or not I think that it's legit or not. No, by no means is it the right way to do it for sure.
Leave they carried
let's check
with
out
them.
What's
Number
next.
5, facial changes. Brian Lubecki is a YouTuber whose channel revolves around the creepy, freaky, and unexplained. Most of his content is based around his haunted doll collection. Brian has yet to explain what encouraged him to purchase so many haunted dolls, but he claims to have bought most of them from antique shops or online garage sales. In this video uploaded in May 2015, Brian is testing out a new camera and giving a short tour of his haunted doll collection. As he goes through the dolls one by one, he continuously passes over a certain doll who seems to move her eyes. In one camera shot, she's looking to the right, in the next to the left, and so on.
Sneak peek of our haunted dolls. It's crazy because I got a few of these things at a local antique shop. Oh my god, I have to really look at this video because it was her eyes just kind of looking at this Annabelle doll just a few minutes ago. I could have swore her eyes were looking at Annabelle doll. That is. But anyways, yeah, we've been hearing some strange little running upstairs. It's absolutely creepy. Why is it continuing to go out of focus?
Oh, you're.
What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me?
After viewing the video and getting a few pointers from fans, he decided to make a video focused on this doll. Throughout the video, which is a close-up of this haunted doll, her eyes move from side to side, roll back, cross, and even close. In addition to these unsettling and almost hilarious eye movements, something even scarier happens. The doll's mouth moves as well.
What?
It changes from a frowning position to a smiling position to more of a blank or resting expression. The doll's head also moves very slightly, only a few centimeters at most, but quite clearly when sped up. It isn't unlikely that these are mechanical features of the doll and were meant to happen when the doll was in use. However, Brian has explained in several other videos that none of these dolls, especially this one, have batteries in them. From a supernatural standpoint, it seems likely that even though these actions were part of the doll's design, it's still the spirit manipulating the movements. More importantly, not only are these movements creepy when you consider the presence of a spirit, they're fairly creepy on their own as well. Number 4, walking doll. This video
that I did not like that one at all. Like I actually got chills from watching that one. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not. No. Wow. James is saying, Melissa, you're braver than me. Dolls just scare the shit out of me. They do. Me too. Melissa's saying clowns scare me. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of clowns either. I'm not either. I mean, I wouldn't say that they scare me per se, but I don't like them. I don't like them at all. Paula says, not good. Not good at all. Not good. James says, I hate clowns. They're scarier than dolls. No, not to me. Not to me. No. Talk to the mic says Chucky's little cousin. Could be. Let's see. Russell says Clown in the Cornfield looks awesome though. I'll definitely check that out once it comes to I think that's coming to Shudder, isn't it? James says that thing would be in my fire pit, bro. First of all, he was showing off his collection of haunted dolls. Like, no, that you get haunted dolls and you put them in a collection and things happen and people act surprised. It's like, no, what do you think was going to happen? What do you really think? Russell says that's creepy doll at night. So yeah, for me too. For me, that's the first one that gave me like that feeling, you know, like that feeling of yeah, that fear. Melissa says I hate Pennywise. I like Pennywise. Melissa said I like art, but not Pennywise. Nope. My hubby loves Pennywise. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on.
Number 4, walking doll.
You guys.
This video was uploaded sometime in the summer of 2016 and features a tall, cutely dressed doll that can apparently walk. The owner, an older Hispanic woman, shows off the doll walking beside her as they hold hands. The doll's legs move in such a way that makes it appear alive. The movements are almost natural, and the woman doesn't seem to be coaxing the motion in any way. Of course, it could be easily brushed off as a trick of the eyes, and that the woman really is creating the action herself. It can be assumed that the legs are in place loosely, which makes the walking illusion easy to create.
Ah, Rosita. Es muy buena gente, Rosita. Mira. Y nada más con usted camina, señora.
When the owner picks the doll up, though, the doll's legs stay in one position. If the legs were loosely in place, they would dangle or swing as the woman picked it up. More importantly, when others try to walk alongside the doll, it doesn't seem to cooperate. One man takes a try, and as he steps forward, the doll doesn't budge. He even tries to sway the doll to the side in a similar motion, but the legs do not move accordingly. A second man steps up and makes another attempt. He recreates the side-to-side motion discussed previously, and the doll's legs do move slightly, but they seem quite spread apart and the action is not as fluid as before. The doll steps forward slightly, but for the most part does not walk. The owner steps up again and the doll immediately begins to walk with her.
All right, I'm going to throw something.
The second man takes another try and the doll won't move, but her arm clearly moves on its own as he tries to coax her into walking. Later in the video, the owner even lifts the doll's dress to prove there's no rigged system or robotics causing the doll to walk. Many explain that the doll is either haunted by a deceased child or friend of the woman, or by a random spirit that has just taken a liking to the woman. Number 3, Ouija Bear.
So my biggest thing with that was I thought that there were like batteries or something, because it looked like she reached behind it and touched something to make it go, but the mere fact that she showed off that there was no mechanical anything in it, I really don't know. I really don't know what to say about that one, to be honest. I thought I had it figured out. I thought I did. I thought I was about to be like, check this out. Here's what she did, and they that's what I thought. I thought they were checking for batteries. I'm sorry. Russell said, I think we saw this one. It's creepy. I don't remember it, but it doesn't mean that we didn't see it, because I'm rocking a 1978 brain, and it auto empties every now and then It empties the trash to make room for more information because I can only store so much. Melissa says, I don't even like clowns on outer space. Oh, killer clowns from outer space. Yeah, I like killer clowns. Dominic St. Clair is in the chat saying, hey to everybody. What's up, Dominic? Hope you're doing well, my friend. James is saying female devil doll. Yikes. Yeah, no. Russell was saying that's hilarious. They were checking for batteries. Dude, I thought that was it too. Laugh at me as well. I was like, you know what? She's hitting a switch and those legs are moving. But she showed everybody and they weren't there. I got nothing. I've got nothing for that one. All right, let's check out the bear here that they're talking about. Actually, I think this one looks familiar. I think that we've seen this one as well.
This video features such a strong possession that it is easily discarded as fake. The motion of this stuffed teddy bear is perhaps the creepiest and most lively on the list. The most recent upload of the video is from a year ago, but it's been all over YouTube and Facebook for several years now, and the original source has been lost in the array of re-uploads. The video is about 2 minutes long and features 3 men sitting beside each other with a Ouija board in their laps. A webcam or low-quality phone camera is set up in front of the men to record anything interesting that may come of the Ouija session. Most uploads of the video do not have audio, so it's hard to make out what the board is saying, if it's saying anything at all. The men become stressed as they play with the board. One man wipes sweat from his forehead, while another adjusts himself in the chair nervously. While this is happening, no one notices that the white bear on the dresser behind them has been making clear, disturbing movements. It began at around 42 seconds in, when the bear moved its head back. It continued to move and look down at the men with lifelike motion. The man sitting to the far left seems to notice the bear and looks up at it several times, but the bear stops. He tells the other men about it, and when they put down the board to investigate, they see nothing wrong with the bear, and when they pick it up, this gives us evidence that no strings or puppeteering is occurring. Frustrated and in disbelief, they all sit back down, but the bear immediately starts to make rapid movements that resemble a possession.
Nope.
This time, all three of the men witness it and run out of the room.
I'm done. You done.
Number 2, the Island of Dolls.
Freaking moving doll. You've lost your damn mind. That is not happening. That's not happening. It's not. Russell saying bears are creepy too. Well, that bear was fucking creepy. I didn't think bears were creepy until now. Now I don't like them. Michelle is in the chat saying hey to everybody. What's up, Michelle? What's going on? Val says, hell no. Val, I am with you on that. There is no way. There's no way. The Ouija board under the bear, they picked the bear up. They showed everything. There was nothing behind it, nothing attached to it. And that thing was moving like it was somebody sitting there. Like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it at all. I don't think so. James says, I think that bear is a little cute. Bears don't scare me. Well, shit. I mean, that thing's moving around like that, man. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. All right, they're saying something about Doll Island, Island of Dolls. All right, let's go ahead and check this out. This will be number 2 right here.
All things creepy, then you know about the Island of Dolls. Allegedly, the story entails that Don Julian Santera Barrera, the caretaker of the island, found a young girl that had drowned mysteriously in a shallow stream. He attempted to save her, but he was far beyond too late. He later found a doll.
No, if I'm going somewhere and I see that in the trees, like no, I'm not going over there. That's nightmare fuel for me right there. Like there's no, look at all those freaking dolls in the trees. That's not happening.
Nearby in a wooded area and assumed it to be hers. He hung the doll in a tree to honor the young girl. At night, he would hear screams, cries, and laughs of the spirit of the dead child. He began to hang more dolls in her honor, which he claims were also haunted by young girls. Eventually, the island was overrun by rotten, old, broken dolls, and Don Julian was driven to madness. Many believe he never found the body of a girl, and it was just a story he created in solitude. And many claim that he did find the body, which was what drove him to such a drastic point of mental illness. No matter the truth behind Don Julian's story, the island is a sad, creepy, twisted reminder of this poor man's declining mental health. While it's a bit too much to discuss bit by bit, the Ghost Adventures episode based around the Island of the Dolls is quite riddled with evidence. Dolls begin to laugh or move on their own, EVPs and temperature spots are discovered, and there's a deeper history of the origins of the island and its alleged curse.
Ready?
No, I'm not ready for this. Oh. Whoa! Bro, come here! Oh my god. One of them's laughing. Oh my god. Oh my god,
Fuck
bro.
that, dude.
Holy
Fuck that. No.
Number 1, Puppet in the Glass.
No.
A very old.
No. 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 Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it. Russell says Island of Dolls is a horror movie too. The shit, that's a real life horror movie that just happened right in front of us. That scared the shit out of me. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It scared the shit out of me. I'm sorry. Val said I watched a documentary on this island. Oh shit. Yeah, let me know what that documentary is called. I want to check that out. That seems cool. Not tonight. I'm not watching it tonight. It's fucking dark outside. You lost your mind? But I would like to see it for sure. James is saying you never see me on that creepy ass island. James, you couldn't have said anything that was more true than what you said right there. You can't. You can't. Russell said I agree, James. Yeah, that's the truest shit that you said all night, James. Right there. You'll never see me there either. Jeff D'Angelo is in the chat saying, hey, everyone. Just jumped in real quick to say hi. What's up, Jeff? Guess you're working, buddy. I hope that you're having a good night, my man. And thanks for hanging out, dude. Thanks for coming by and saying what's up, man. It means the world to me. I hope you're doing well, sir. Russell said, hell no. What the fuck? James is throwing out a WTF. Val is saying Movies and Beyond road trip. You have lost your mind, my friend. That is not. You guys can have a road trip and let me know how it goes, but you are not going to catch Michael on an island full of dolls. Are you fucking nuts? No. That is hilarious, though. Oh my God. Russell said, nope. No, he's not doing it either. You know what? I wish the ones who do choose to see the Island of Dolls, I do wish you the best. You will have my well wishes, but you ain't gonna get my ass out there. No way. No way.
Number 1, Puppet in the Glass.
Puppet in the Glass.
A very old and creepy puppet allegedly choked a man. The former owner of this puppet contacted paranormal investigator Jane Harris, claiming that they were too scared to keep the puppet any longer. According to the owner's story, the puppet would...
First of all, they said that it choked somebody? Two things that go through my head. One, that's horrifying. Two, what does that look like? That doll's like literally this big. I know you can't see my arms, but if that thing's jumping up and choking somebody, like what the hell does that look like? Some shit from Child's Play. Oh my God. And that thing looks like Benjamin Franklin. That shit's crazy. I apologize. Don't listen to me. But let's go. I'm sorry that just that image popped in my head that thing was. Oh my God. All right.
Paranormal investigator Jane Harris, claiming that they were too scared to keep the puppet any longer. According to the owner's story, the puppet would move positions when no one was looking, turn its head, objects around the house would become lost or misplaced, and one night the owner woke up to the puppet's arms wrapped tightly around their neck. Jane took on the puppet thinking the previous owner had been exaggerating. However, when she set up a camera to see if any activity was visible, she was left speechless. They locked the puppet in a glass case to prevent it from moving locations, just in case the claims were true. This video shows the puppet's operating cross lifting up and falling against the glass several times. The fact that the puppet itself isn't moving, but the operating cross is, makes many believe that the creator of the puppet is the one haunting and manipulating the doll. Jane assures the glass case has no doors and must be lifted from 4 sides, so there's no chance of the puppet getting out. Furthermore, this case is blessed so that the spirit is also trapped inside, since it has shown violent behavior before. Before you go, I wanted to tell you about the giveaway I'm hosting. But first off, thanks for watching and leave a like so I know you made it to the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe because I upload new videos every week.
All right, let's minimize that. Oh my goodness. The puppet, yeah, okay. The Island of the Dolls was horrifying, and the dude's collection was horrifying to me. Those were the two. Those were the two that got me. The eyes on the one doll. That's no. The mouth movement changes. I'm sorry. Like there's there's no way. The rest of them to me were kind of like, maybe, you know, possibly. Oh, and the bear. Like I wasn't feeling the bear either. So I guess I would say 3 of those that really got to me out of the ones we've been watching tonight. I would say 3 kind of gave me like legit, you know, feeling of horror, I guess you would say, like terrified the shit out of me. But yeah, I don't know. I just kept picturing when she said that doll choked somebody. I just picture somebody standing there in that little puppet just with its hands wrapped around. Like, oh my god, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here, and how did we get here? Let's see what we got. Michelle saying, "I'll go, Val. You guys have a blast. Tell me how it goes for sure." James says that's one ugly puppet. Russell said, "Looks like George Washington." I said Benjamin Franklin, but I get it. Russell said the perfect place for it in glass. Blessed glass. Yeah, they said that shit was blessed too, like some Annabelle stuff. For real. James said looks like a screwed up Benjamin Franklin to me. Yeah. Russell agreed, and Paula agrees, and Russell says possessed Benjamin. Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. All right, are you guys ready to check out 20? This is only a 15-minute video. 20 terrifying real life haunted dolls. That's what we got next. That's what we're gonna check out. That is what we're gonna check out. Oh god, there's no way I'd be going to that haunted island. I'm sorry, it's kind of stuck with me. Like that's just total nightmare fuel for me. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that whatsoever. All right, so these are supposedly yeah, let's see what it is. Like I said, I haven't watched any of these, so let's go through this. Let's pull this up here. All right, let me know on sound. And here we go.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 terrifying but real haunted dolls.
We have friends that come up from Sydney, and they tell us we've got to put the doll over in the shed before they come up.
For this list, we're looking at spooky or unnerving dolls from the real world.
This one right
we
here.
won't be
I
including
purposefully
fictional
don't
dolls
do
from film or
videos
television.
on one of these
Sorry,
dolls.
Chucky. Of course,
That was
details are scarce on many of these dolls, but we've endeavored to provide as much accurate information as is available. Before we get started, we'd like to say sorry to all of the dolls for watching without permission.
Sorry to
Number
all
20,
of the dolls for watching
Amanda
without
the
permission.
doll. This doll, crafted by Heinrich Hanwerk in 1884, is known for strange things happening around her. First sold on eBay in 2003, Amanda has allegedly been put back on the auction block on more than 20 occasions. Each of her owners kept complaining that the doll had been the cause of weird occurrences while they had her. There have been reports of Amanda moving rooms, causing nightmares, and even scratching her victims while they sleep. Her seemingly innocent face has been known to shift to an evil grin when she's in tormentor mode. Her activities even earned her a place in John Harker's True Tales trilogy, Nightmarish Accounts of Paranormal Activity. Number 19, Caroline. Caroline reportedly comes from an antique shop in Salem, Massachusetts. This doll is believed to be inhabited by not one, but 3 spirits, all battling for control over her. The subject of frequent paranormal investigations, it's believed that the spirits possessing Caroline were her owners themselves. She's also a prankster, known for playing tricks on her owners. She'll hide books, move objects, and even whisper in your ear if you hold her close. A previous owner allegedly claimed that Caroline whispered, "Make it you," in his ear, which he interpreted to mean good luck. Not known to be a malicious spirit, Caroline hasn't been seen since she was last investigated in 2004. Number 18.
So the first doll, I think they called it Amanda. That doll, yeah, that's horrifying. This other one here, Caroline, to me, that seems like no, like that's just annoying. Like it doesn't hurt you, but it's hiding your shit. Like I feel like I'd be late to work all the time if I had that doll because it'd be hiding my keys to get a kick out of it. Like that's what that doll seems to like to do. And no, that's more annoying than anything else. I'm telling you. James said I absolutely hate Elmo. Well, James, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas, buddy. I know what I'm getting you for Christmas. Russell says they need to quit saying sorry, Chuck. Don't fuck with the Chuck. I got you. And of course, Melissa says she's beautiful. I know you love these dolls, Melissa. I know you do. Michelle says the auction block. How about the fire pit? I agree with that. James says the chipper shredder. That's where they would go. I agree with that as well. You know what? We could put it through the chipper and then into the fire pit, right? How about the chipper blows into the fire pit? So then we're sure, like you don't want a flaming doll to come walking towards you. But you just don't want to chip it alone. It's chipper into the fire. I feel like that's safety right there. I feel like that's safety. Let's see what Susie's got going on here.
The Susie doll. From the case files of Lorraine Warren, meet the Susie doll.
Oh, shit.
Susie was given to young Heather Plack as a birthday present made by her Aunt.
All right, I'm going to pull this one back. So they said the Susie doll was from the case files of the Warrens. This is one I have not heard of. I wonder if this doll will be at Scarefest with the Warren collection. We'll find out. Let's check out what they have to say. Sorry, I just saw the Warren stuff and I was curious because I have heard of Annabelle, but I haven't heard of this one.
The Susie doll. Susie was given to young Heather Plack as a birthday present made by her Aunt Robin. That night, Heather's parents were awakened by the sound of growling and a dark shadow that seems to come down the street into their home. After that, Susie was known to move about the house on her own, move objects around the kitchen that were too heavy for the children, and pull the hair out of the sleeping kids' heads. By the time Lorraine Warren arrived, it took an exorcism to get the doll out of the house for good. Number 17, the Old Man Puppet. This puppet came into the hands of paranormal investigators.
Yeah, the Benjamin Franklin one again, but Jesus, it took an exorcism to get that thing out of the house? You freaking serious? I want to know more about that doll.
Investigator Jane Harris, when its previous owner claimed the
Benjamin
doll had
Franklin
choked him. The puppet was inherited by the man who claimed to have left the puppet in a drawer by his bed when he awoke to his throat being throttled by tiny
There you
puppet
go. There's
hands.
Puppet Master.
In addition to strangling, this unnamed old man puppet is said to have caused bruises and scratches and haunted the man in his nightmares. Jane was contacted and took to recording the puppet in case of any suspect behavior. Night vision footage showed the puppet moving inside its sealed glass case, confirming the suspicion that the puppet is possessed. Number 16, Elmo. Yes.
All right, we'll get to Elmo here in a second. Let me see the whole exorcism thing to get that thing out of the house. Are you freaking serious right now? I feel like that should be in the Conjuring. Like, they should talk about that in one of the Conjuring movies. I feel like it should be brought up considering you need an exorcism to get it out of the house. Russell said that's one creepy, ugly dog. Yeah. Val throwing up the capital WTF. Yeah, I haven't heard of that one. I'm gonna look at some stuff with that one. That's crazy. I wonder if it's in the collection though. In case you guys didn't know, Scarefest this year. They will have the Warrens collection there. So the Annabelle doll is going to be there and a lot of other of their items. I wonder if this is going to be included in that. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. Like I said, I'll do my best to take pictures. I don't know if they'll allow them, but hell, if I can film, I'll film too. Let's see. Russell says that Puppet Master Blade, that is. Oh, Blade is very cool. Yes, Puppet Master Blade, that is. Oh, shit, the other Blade's cool as hell, too. Seems like anything named Blade is cool as hell. Let's see what they got going on with Elmo.
Yes, even Elmo dolls have been shown to have a dark side. In 2008, a Florida family made the news and waves around the web when the Elmo Knows Your Name doll started making death threats to their son. Melissa Bowman, mother of the 2-year-old James, overheard the doll say, "Kill James," while her son was playing with the doll. Though this version of Elmo is able to be programmed to remember your kid's name, James's doll didn't start spouting threats until he got his batteries changed. Fisher-Price launched an investigation and offered the family a voucher for another Elmo doll.
This is just what I needed.
Number 15.
Jesus.
The Devil Baby doll.
Oh,
19th century New Orleans birthed many stories of spells and curses, and one such curse supposedly brought about the Devil Baby dolls. A bride cursed by the Queen of Voodoo, Marie Laveau, was said to have given birth to a devil child spawned by Satan himself. In an effort to protect themselves, Creoles carved devil babies, hanging them in their homes as protection. In recent years, local artist Ricardo Pastanio took the last pieces of the one remaining doll and recreated the Devil Baby, as well as replicas. These dolls have been known to rustle and whisper when they're all together, move by themselves, turn over ashtrays, and cry when they're apart. Number 14, the Pulau Ubin Barbie.
The mere fact that it's a devil baby, like that's cursed by voodoo. Oh no, I am not. No. And you could tell that seems to be my reaction to a lot of these. It's just me going, no, I don't think so. I'm not doing that. It's the truth. Like, I don't like dolls. Shit's irking me out, especially the Warren one. Oh my God. I am not feeling that. I'm not feeling that at all. Russell said an Elmo was for kids. You know, I almost feel like maybe someone that was like programming it at the Elmo factory had a bad day and he was just like, I'm going to put this in there too. I'm going to put this in there so a kid turns it on and freaks out. Bad sense of humor, but I don't know. Could be possible. Could be a possible thing that they did. James says, Devil Baby, no way that thing should be around me. I got you, man. I got you. Russell said, why would anyone get their kids Elmo? Creepy. I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
Apart. Number 14, the Pulau Ubin Barbie. In Singapore, one Barbie doll is visited regularly so that the spirit of a young girl can grant health and fortune. The story goes that in 1914, a German couple suspected of being spies were detained while their young daughter got away. In her attempts to escape, however, she tripped off a cliff to her tragic death. Eventually, her remains were placed in an urn and a shrine erected in her honor. After being visited by the spirit of this little girl 3 nights in a row, a man bought this particular Barbie as instructed and brought it to the shrine to serve as her stand-in. Number 13, Voodoo Zombie Doll.
Oh, geez.
Originally from New Orleans, this doll made its way to a woman in Galveston, Texas in 2004. It arrived in a metal box with instructions not to remove the doll, as it was, quote, almost alive, according to its eBay sellers. She let the doll out and claimed afterwards that it would attack her and haunt her dreams. To get rid of it, she listed it on eBay and successfully sold the doll to a new owner several times. Each time, the buyer would receive an empty box, and the doll would reappear on the woman's doorstep.
What?
She eventually got it in the hands of a ghost hunter who reportedly still has the doll today. Number 12, the doll at Hougang. Found by passers-by leaning against a tree, this doll seems innocent enough if you don't think about its eyes being covered. Enter the doll at Hougang, found in Hougang, Singapore around 2014. When pictures of the doll were posted online, a Reddit thread explained that the writing on it was Arabic, meaning in the name of God. Apparently, this little dolly had been moving around by itself and talking in a woman's voice. The original owner claimed that the only way they found they could get rid of it was to take it far away from home and blindfold it so that it couldn't come back. Number 11, Patty Reed's doll. This creepy doll is the only one on our list to be haunted by humans.
Oh, shit. I'm going to go back. You know, the looks of some of these, especially a voodoo doll, who wants to buy that? Like, seriously, how is that a good idea? Like, I don't feel like that's a good idea. Oh, Russell saying Barbies again. Hey, man, like, look, I guess Barbies are considered dolls, too. Michelle said, my high school boyfriend got me a Tickle Me Elmo when we were 16, and I still have it. Fantastic. Russell saying, is it creepy to you? I guess not. She still has it. Jeff DeAngelo said, don't give me Christmas ideas, Michael. No, don't do it, Jeff. Do not do it.
Folded so that it couldn't come back.
Do it.
Number 11, Patty Reed's
I will
doll.
say thank you.
This
and not
creepy
take
doll
it with
is
me.
the only one on our list to be haunted by humans rather than the other way around. Patty Reed's doll famously came along for the wagon ride when the Donner Party made the trip west to California in 1846. When the travelers were trapped by snow, people turned from eating bits of leather and mice to cannibalism for survival.
Shit.
The entire Reed family made it through the trip, and the doll can be seen nowadays at Sutter's Fort State Historical Park Museum in Sacramento, California. Unlike the others, this doll seems to be shocked into silence. It might not be supernatural, but it certainly inspires horror. Number 10.
Yeah.
Harold. Harold's story begins with an eBay listing, a listing that reads like a horror story. Haunted Harold was allegedly purchased at a flea market from someone who said that his son died shortly after getting the doll himself. Refusing to heed the warning, the new owner took the doll home. Within 2 days, his cat died, his girlfriend left him, and he began having chronic migraines.
Damn!
This doesn't include the laughing and crying children he kept hearing in his basement, or the fact that the doll seemed to have a pulse. The current owner, Anthony Quinata, has a YouTube page where he asks Harold questions and tries to investigate its history. Number 9. Letta. Letta is supposedly...
Letta looks terrifying. A pulse. So he gets migraines. Yeah, I get it. Girlfriend cat died. Like all that shit. I don't know if you could blame the doll or not, but damn, the fact that it has a pulse. What are you freaking serious right now?
Tries to investigate its history.
Oh, I can't.
Number 9. Letta. Letta is supposedly an ancient Eastern European marionette. At least 200 years old, it was discovered under an abandoned house in New South Wales, Australia. Owner Kerry Walton has gone on record many times admitting the terrifying consequences of finding such a doll. Objects move, items fall off the walls, and in its presence, people and animals alike tend to freak out. In early attempts to sell the doll, he would suddenly feel utterly incapable of following through.
A lady had rung me and wanted to buy it, and I tried to take him out of the car, but I don't know, I just couldn't take him out. It was really weird.
Letta, short for Letta Me Out, is also known for its head
Letta
full of
Me
human
Out?
hair, for causing rain whenever it's taken outside, and for readjusting the position in which it sits all by itself. Number 8. Pupa. Pupa may be the cutest doll on this list, but don't let her looks fool you. The dark side is strong with this one.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Love the reference.
Built in the 1920s to resemble her 5-year-old owner, Pupa was loved and cared for until the owner's death in 2005, and was then placed in a display case by the family. Since the original owner's death, there have been numerous reports of Pupa tapping on the glass, being found in different positions, and writing messages inside the fogged-up case.
What?
A family member allegedly caught her moving on camera, but the footage, when uploaded, was inexplicably covered in white film with the words, "Pupa no." It's been said that her owner always said that Pupa had a mind of her own. Number 7. Okiku. In Japan, Okiku has found international fame for being the doll with growing hair. The doll was purchased in 1918 for a little girl, Okiku, who died less than a year later of a severe flu. In her memory, the family set up the large doll in a shrine. Eventually, they noticed that the doll's hair, which was originally just a bob, had been steadily growing even after being cut. This led
that
them
was
to
my
believe
thought
that
too,
the girl's
Russell, the
spirit
grudge.
must have moved on into the doll. Since 1938, Okiku has been on display in Mananji Temple, where people regularly visit her. The hair has allegedly been tested in a lab, and it was concluded to indeed be human hair. Number 6. Crystal, True, Monica, Charla, Isaac, Lily, Ashley, and Cameron.
We'll try them off.
I hate the fact that they said that they tested it actually did have human hair. Like, I mean, I guess, back in the day when you made dolls, they did that. But, that's how they used to make them. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Yeah.
Monica, Charla, Isaac, Lily, Ashley, and Cameron.
We'll dry them off. We'll change their clothes. They'll be our living dolls.
Being paranormal investigators, the Watkins family are at least better suited than most to be handling supposed haunted artifacts. The dolls, Crystal, True, Monica, Charla, Isaac, Lily, Ashley, and Cameron, were all purchased individually based on their supernatural reputations. The Watkins family then brought them together in their Pennsylvania home and set up a 24-hour stream. Over the years, fans of the aptly named Dollhouse have gathered on the webpage forum to discuss the alleged paranormal events caught on camera. Most notable was the footage of a ghostly apparition caught in 2009 of what seems to be a spectral young boy at the bottom of their staircase. Sadly, the stream stopped updating in 2015.
And like that, he's gone.
Number 5, Joliet. The story goes that a jealous family friend...
You got to think, though, like, we're going to go ahead and put all these haunted dolls, and put them in one place, and we're gonna put a camera on them, and we're gonna watch them. Now, as horrifying as that sounds, it's not really a bad idea if you're watching from the internet. Like I might have checked that out. Like if that was current times, or I knew about it in 2015, I might look at that. I actually might. I don't know. Let's see here. We've got Jeff D'Angelo is saying, why does it look like six shoot? Why does it look like Six Shooter from Puppet Master? There was a couple of them that looked like there was another one that looked like a Puppet Master doll as well. James is saying, God, I hate dolls. They're so scary. The only thing that scares me, I don't like dolls at all, dude. Like, no, you know that. Let's see. Michelle says, I was really looking forward to watching this, but unfortunately I have to go. Have a good night, everyone. Talk to you later, Michael. Okay, have a good one. Let's see. What movie was that with Kevin Spacey, Michael? That was Unusual Suspects. If you haven't seen that, it's been years since I've seen it, but I really remember liking it. Let's check out number 5.
The story goes that a jealous family friend maliciously gave this cursed doll to a young woman as a pregnancy gift. Tragically, her baby boy died only 3 days after birth. Soon after, however, the family began to hear a baby's cries emanating from the doll. The doll has been kept in the family for 4 generations, and as a result, little outside investigation has been possible. But legend has it that each owner has continuously given birth to one healthy boy and one healthy girl, with the boy mysteriously dying on the 3rd day. According to the family, Joliet continues to cry out with the spirits of the multiple baby voices coming from it. Number 4. The Island of the Dolls.
We know about the
Located
island
on the
of the
canals
dolls.
near Mexico
So
City.
since we know
This
about
island
this one,
is one of the creepiest
I am going to say,
destinations
I
on the
know
planet.
that there
In the 1950s,
is
Julian
another
Santana Barrera left
one
his
coming up
family and
soon, because I
isolated
saw it at the
himself on
beginning,
the island.
and that one
Legend
scares
has
the
it
hell out
that
of
after
me.
finding
Like,
the
I don't
body
even
of a
really want to
drowned
watch that
girl,
part.
he hung up her doll in a tree on the island as a means of honoring her memory and spirit. After it allegedly
But I
moved
know
and
it's
made
coming.
noises, his lifelong obsession with stringing up dolls in the trees began. In 2001, Barrera's body was discovered having drowned in the same spot as the girl. Nowadays, Barrera's family run the island, ferrying tourists to visit the countless dolls. According to local legend, the dolls have been known to whisper and move. Number 3, Robert.
This one
Given
scares
to
the hell out
painter
of me.
Robert
I like
Eugene Otto when he was just a boy, Robert the doll has quite a creepy history. Eugene often talked to the doll, and according to his parents, the doll could be heard responding. Eugene also blamed small accidents on the doll. Eventually placed in an attic when Eugene grew up, Robert was often reported as having moved around on his own or causing creaking sounds.
Are you sure there's nobody else in the house?
Nowadays, Robert resides at the Martello Gallery Key West Art and Historical Museum, where he continues to garner much attention. Each year, the doll receives hundreds of letters of apology from ex-skeptics who photograph him without permission, only to leave, experience various accidents, and come to associate them with Robert's cursed influence. Number 2, Annabelle. Thanks to the Conjuring film series, Annabelle's story has a prominent place in pop culture. She even got her own spin-off films. But the real doll looks nothing like her on-screen Hollywood counterpart. Annabelle is in fact a Raggedy Ann doll, given to a young nurse in the 1970s as a gift. The spookiness began almost immediately when the nurse and her roommate started finding the doll in random places and with handwritten notes next to it. Famous paranormal investigators and demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren examined the doll and eventually locked her up for safety's sake. The doll now resides at the Warrens Occult Museum. However, she's still been attributed responsibility for numerous attacks and at least one death.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos.
Let's pause that here. Let's see. Russell said it's been a while since I've seen Unusual Suspects. Me too. It has been a freaking minute since I've seen that. At least 15, 20 years at this point. Paula's saying love this. I do too. It's creeping me out, but I do. Russell said that doll looked like a mess. I ain't messing with that. I'm sorry. Creepy dolls are they're not my thing either. They are not my thing at all whatsoever. But let's go ahead and see what number 1 is. I'm probably gonna get copyright to hell because I didn't realize this video was Watch Mojo, but we're gonna roll with it. We are gonna roll with it. Number 1.
Number 1, Mandy. Topping our list is a doll who seems to possess all powers and abilities of every aforementioned doll combined. Mandy. Her last owner could not stand the constant crying noises, but the sheer number of reported incidents, especially since the porcelain doll was donated to a Canadian museum in 1991, is staggering. Objects disappear or move, tapping is heard on her case, cameras and electronic devices malfunction, footsteps are heard in the night, and people report seeing her move and blink. Mandy does it all. While her antics don't seem evil, she is certainly an attention seeker. The staff keeps her far away from the other dolls, as any nearby doll displays tend to get broken or damaged.
Do you agree with our picks?
Ugh.
Check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo.
Let's go ahead and pull this down. Do this right here. Oh yeah, I didn't change that. Why did it change? There we go. All right. So yeah, creepy dolls. We did that. We did the creepy doll thing. I'll tell you what though. I really did enjoy the documentary they put with the real dolls, but I think that more along the lines of the paranormal show, Paranormal is now Monday. Before I almost said Paranormal Friday. I think that the first video got me more than the Watch Mojo video, for the simple fact that like I said, the Doll Island, we had the Creepy Collection, and what was the third one I said? The Creepy Collection, Doll Island, and there was another one in there that really actually gave me the feelings, the haunted dolls, and it just freaked me out. It just freaked me. That stuff kind of freaks me out, I'm telling you. But I will say this, I am getting better. Before, you remember when we first started watching the paranormal stuff, we originally started doing it because it was something that was going to freak me out. You know what I mean? Like, it was going to be something that freaked me out. But I find that the more that we do this stuff and going to Waverly and stuff like that, that I've kind of mellowed out a little bit with it. It's not it's not like getting me as bad as it used to. So I'm getting a little better with it. Still a lot of shit I won't do, but it's I'm getting better for sure. Let's see. James is saying, why in the world would anyone want to hold that? Yeah, dude. No, I wouldn't either. I mean, to me, I feel like those were probably investigators, and it was just like, I'll hold it, you know what I mean, and hold it up there and pose for the camera and stuff like that. Russell said horror shorts are next time. Yes, they are. So in 2 weeks on Monday, we will have horror shorts. So this week, this will be the last time I go live for this week. And then Sunday, I'll be live Sunday, but technically that's a new week. So Sunday I'll be on at 8 p.m. And then of next week, and then we will have Horror Talk and Coffee Wednesday early morning. Well, early afternoon. It's early morning for me, but for sure we'll definitely be doing that. James says, Michael, would you keep a Jason doll in your house? Nah, man, I don't want dolls. Like, I can't do the doll thing for sure. The only Jason or doll thing that I said that I would do would be these things, like the NECA. Look at that part 7 right there. He's fucking slick. That's the closest thing I'm doing to a doll, and these are just sitting up on my desk. I have this one and the remake one sitting here. That's the closest thing I'm doing to a doll. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. But I am glad that you guys had a good time hanging out doing this. Russell said, I enjoyed this with everyone. Yeah, me too, man. It's not something that I would watch on my own. I'd be sitting here freaking myself out. But with you guys, I can definitely get through it. And it probably helps that I'm live on YouTube doing it too, that I don't want to just like scream, turn it off, and run away. All right. So that helps as well too. But anything to hang out with you guys and to watch something, it's always fun for me. It's always fun to get on here and hang out with you guys. Russell said, Michael wants Slappy from Goosebumps. Michael does not want anything of that nature. whatsoever. Like, I'm not freaking feeling it. I don't need that in my life. And that's the second time I've said that today about that same thing. Someone else asked me earlier today, like, you gonna get that slappy? No, I don't need anything like that in my life. But with that being said, be sure to check out Patreon. If you haven't checked out Patreon, be sure to, if you'd like to be a channel member and you're not, you can do so by clicking the join button just below my screen here. It should say join. You can become a channel member. Both of those, if you want to support Movies and Beyond outside of YouTube, you can do that through those. Well, within YouTube, if you're a channel member, check out the link for the merch. If you want to get anything from Movies and Beyond, you can support that way too. But if you can't, just come and hanging out with me. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you leave a comment after the show is over to let me know what you thought. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hey, you